YTBC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. And guys, just got through looking at an article, man. Just got through looking at an article, and Bernard Hopkins was quoted in this particular article. And he said that it's a bad, he shouldn't, fighting Kovalev right now is bad for his career. And so I'm sitting here thinking to myself, now, why would Bernard even think to say that? So I started reading more in depth into the article, and I read, and I'm like, you know what? Bernard Hopkins said it's a bad business move right now for Andre Ward. People, this is what I've been talking about in the sport of boxing. I've been telling y'all about this crap. I've been telling y'all about this crap over and over and over. The sport of boxing is ran by a handful of promoters that they only think about their money interests, not the fans. And so I've been telling y'all, you know what? Start, streaming these fights for free. Everybody. Whether you're a fan or you're a fan of a certain fight or not, stream these fights, because I guarantee you, we'll start getting every single fight we want to see if we deduct this crap from their pockets. Like, seriously, that's the only way you get these guys to listen. And, he's saying it's bad business. Well, why? The fight's already built up. If these two were to fight tomorrow, the fight would easily do over 800 pay-per-view buys and probably damn near 1 million pay-per-view buys. So, see, what's the holdup? You see, here's what I'm thinking, okay? See, Bernard Hopkins and Andre Ward, they're pretty close. And I think Bernard does advise Andre sometimes, and they talk to each other. Or Bernard Hopkins was a mentor to Andre Ward at one time. I don't know the whole relationship. But, Bernard, here's my question to you. If Andre Ward, him being 32, if he's not ready for Sergey Kovalev at this point in his career, then why were you ready for Sergey Kovalev when you were 50? I'm finna answer this question for y'all. You see, Bernard Hopkins thought Sergey Kovalev was going to be another guy that he could just, be slick, and, thought, Sergey was another flat-footed guy that was just going to come straight ahead where he can just play keep away. Keep him on the outside. He thought that he was going to, box and jab and clinch, Kovalev to death. And he thought that he was going to win that fight. That's what he thought. He thought that that's how the fight was going to play out. He didn't know that Kovalev was a freaking beast. He didn't know that. He didn't know Kovalev actually does have a lot of ring IQ. He didn't know that. Like, from looking from the outside in, you think Kovalev ain't got no ring IQ. But when you actually get in and watch Kovalev do certain things, like when you watch him jab, when you watch him slip certain punches, even in the Pascal fight when he got hit and he got clearly, you can see he was rocked. The guy knows when to clinch. He knows when not to clinch. He knows how to break out of a clinch. He knows how to stop you from clinching him excessively. I mean, Kovalev does a lot of little things in the ring that people just don't really give him credit for. And Bernard probably thought, okay, this guy, I'll just outbox him to death and beat him. No. So now he was good enough for you to fight at 50, but he's not good enough for Andre Ward to fight at 32. I mean, which one is it, Bernard? Which one is it? This is why the sport of boxing is in the shambles that it's in. That's why boxing is in shambles, because you got promoters like this guy saying it's bad business. Okay, boxing is a business. But you know what? When I watch the UFC, and I know people get tired of hearing this, but I'm going to keep saying exactly what I want to say. When I watch the UFC, I don't feel like it's so business oriented. I actually feel like that these are two guys that wanted to fight each other. These are two guys that just don't like each other. And these are two guys that want to beat the living piss out of each other. That's what I feel when I watch the UFC. When I watch boxing, this guys being cordial to each other. Ain't nobody calling each other out, with the exception of Shannon Briggs. And I'm going to drop another video about Shannon Briggs here in a minute. But, I mean, you don't have guys calling each other out. Okay, let me add Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder to that mix. They're showing, look, I want to fight, okay? I want to fight. Andre Ward is, okay, I want to fight Kovalev. Y'all can say whatever you want. You can say he ducked this person. Andre Ward is daring to be great, and he want to take on Kovalev. Kovalev killed a dude in the ring, guys, and I don't know why people don't want. This dude is dangerous. The guy is dangerous, man. The guy is dangerous. He tried to carry John Pascal just so he can beat the crap out of him. That's what he did. Kovalev is dangerous, but Andre Ward want to fight this monster, man. See, we can't say Andre Ward was ducking all these people. Look, man, Andre Ward want to fight the best. It's no comparison, y'all. Anyway, I'm just saying, he want to fight the best, and if he beat Kovalev, there's no argument. The dude is #1 pound for pound in my book. And I'm probably sure a lot of writers, and I'm sure a lot of organizations will rank him #1 pound for pound if he defeats Kovalev. I think so. Okay? But, here's what it is. I think Bernard took such a beating from Kovalev. And I'm serious. I mean, he beat if Bernard Hopkins had to poop, he took a poop in that ring because Kovalev beat it out of him. Okay? And I think Bernard Hopkins took such a beating from Kovalev that anybody who fights him, he's going to automatically say Kovalev is going to win. And a lot of fighters do that, man. Like, they get beat by somebody and they overly respect the guy. And so they automatically say, oh, I picked that guy to win. You've seen it before, man. You've seen like Nonito Donaire. I'm a Donaire fan, guys. Don't get butthurt. Oh, he picking on Nonito. Nope, I'm a Nonito Donaire fan. But the way dude was overly thanking Nicholas Walters for beating his ass, I was like, dang, dude, how many times you gonna thumb the guy up, man? Like, how many times you gonna do this, But he did. He thumbed him up, thumbed him down. I mean, every which way. But they always think the guy that beat him up the worst is the guy that nobody can beat. They always think that. And I don't know why that is, man. But, advising Andre Ward not to fight Kovalev, that's crazy. Andre Ward, to me, is going to win this fight. Why is Andre Ward going to win the fight? Several reasons why I think he's going to win the fight. Number one, the battle of the jab is going to be won by Andre Ward. Andre Ward, he can keep the jab in his face, man. The battle of the jab is going to be won by Andre Ward. The battle of footwork is going to be won by Andre Ward, okay? The battle. And you know what? Also, ring IQ is going to be won by Andre Ward. The ring IQ, okay? Ring IQ. Now, these are attributes that, I feel like Sergey Kovalev really have, Sergey Kovalev is an intelligent pressure fighter. Very intelligent, okay? He is going to slip a lot of punches, okay? I think Ward does every category a little bit better with the exception of power, okay? And I think Sergey Kovalev is very accurate, okay? I think him and Ward both got the same amount of accuracy, okay? I think they're both very accurate, and they both don't waste a lot of punches. I think, though, in my opinion, I think Ward has the ability to hit Kovalev hard enough to keep him off of him, Not exactly. I don't think Ward's going to knock him out. I can't see Kovalev getting knocked out by anybody in 175. It's just not going to happen, okay? But I think Ward does have enough power to keep Kovalev off of him. I think he do, okay? Now, I think Kovalev, too, his footwork is very underrated. Like, he's not as fast as Ward, but, see, Sergey Kovalev uses what he has. He actually uses that to his advantage, and he lets opponents make these mistakes. Now, I'm going to tell you something too. Kovalev knows when to clinch and he knows when not to clinch, and he knows how to stop you from clinching him. Like in the first fight when he fought John Pascal, he was clearly hurt. I mean, Pascal, he caught him with a great couple of shots, really. He was hurt, man. But he knew when to clinch. He knew exactly when to clinch. He knew how long. He knew how to stop Pascal from clinching him. Pascal had a hard time trying to clinch Kovalev when he got hurt. Kovalev is a master, man. Like, he does some of these little things in the ring that's real good. And he literally kept Pascal from clinching him excessively. Pascal couldn't even get in there to do it. And, Kovalev inside game, I think, man, I don't know, man. I don't think Kovalev inside game is quite as good as Andre Ward's, because Andre Ward has an inside game. Has a great inside game. If people say he's got no inside game, that's a lie. You go back and watch any fight that Andre Ward been in, a majority of his fights, you even saw when he fought Chad Dawson, he stayed in the pocket, stayed on the inside with Chad Dawson. Oh, but yeah, he drained Chad Dawson. But, for the people who say Andre Ward don't have an inside game, that's false, okay? And I see, one day I almost want to just like put a video up and just kind of show y'all his inside game, but YouTube been striking people, man. Every time you put a video up of a fight, man, they give you a strike or they take the video down, man. YouTube, I done had some videos deleted by YouTube, man. It's crazy. But that's a subject for another video. But anyway, that's my thoughts, man. I don't think Bernard Hopkins need to be telling anybody not to fight somebody. I mean, what the heck, man? Kovalev whooped your ass. That don't mean he gonna whoop, Andre Ward's it. It just don't mean that. I mean, dang, don't nobody got confidence? I mean, you don't have no confidence in your boy? I mean, that's your boy. You ain't got no confidence in him? Psh, you don't need no friends like that. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.